What's up, everyone? I'm Christian with I'm Christian with SDMETAL, and we're here with the one and only Ryan Waste. How you doing?
All right, man. Doing good.
Good. We're here at the tour bus just outside of the Observatory in Santa Ana.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So I saw you guys for the first time back in June over at Key Club, and it was really the first time where I was able to stage dive, get up on the stage, and jump off. Is there ever a point where that gets to be too much, or it ever interferes with your set, or it gets annoying?
Well, we're used to it, and I mean, I call it playing defense. Like, I not only have to play guitar, but I got to kind of maneuver myself around the kids jumping off, because it's like, to them, it's like their show. We let them do their thing. As long as you're not up there for like 10 seconds, like, doing the thing where you're like, you know,
there we go.
The one jerk off that just won't jump off the stage. Yeah, so, you know, it was like a 3 to 5 second rule. Get up there, do your thing, you're fine, you know. But of course it interferes with stuff, and we're just part of the thing. We don't get bent out of shape, you know. Sometimes you gotta give someone a boot.
Yeah.
But you know, it's never in ill intention. You know, it's just to keep the shit rolling. Definitely.
Yeah. Do you have any particular pet peeves during the show?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's like we gotta kind of roll with it. I think it's just like basically people lingering around, you know, just kind of like getting in the way. But I mean, that could be funny too. We know how to handle that type thing. So I mean, if my gear is working okay, I'm happy.
Good.
You know, you got to be confident with your equipment. If your equipment's working fine, all good.
Good. Now, is there anyone that you're friends with or that you're familiar with now that since you're a part of Waste, that you wouldn't know before? Like, I don't know if you get drinks with Rob Halford on the weekends or something like that, but
man, it's been pretty overwhelming. Like, we met so many of our heroes and like shared the stage with them, like from like suicidal tendencies to accused to, I mean, we played with Judas Priest in France, and that was a huge thing for
that's
me.
rad.
Yeah, and I mean, even being out with Napalm and hanging out every day and stuff like that, it's just like, it's just incredible, man. So, I mean,
definitely. Now, talk to me a little bit about Toxic Waste. I mean, obviously, Toxic Holocaust is another band that's really popular, and one that people like Municipal Waste, they like Toxic Holocaust as well. So
it just makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It's something we've been talking about for over 6 years that us and Joel had planned, and it just finally came together. We both had the time. Scotty from Tank Crimes, you know, obviously wanted to put it out, and you know, everything came together this year, and it's just been great. It's been selling really well, and people seem to dig it. So
awesome.
We're stoked.
But you two are also on different record labels, so were there a lot of obstacles that you hit trying to make a unified release?
Surprisingly not. Like, Nuclear Blast was really cool about us doing a release on a smaller label. That was something we kind of stressed in our contract, that we're really into doing different vinyl releases, and they were cool with that, so that made us even more comfortable signing to a new label that was willing to let us do that kind of thing.
Great.
Because it only helps to the greater good, you know, it just gets the name out there.
Definitely.
You know, so I don't see what the problem
would be. And the
be.
artwork kicks ass, the vinyl kicks ass, it all looks great. Now, what would you say are some of your favorite live songs?
To play?
In general, yeah.
For Municipal Waste.
For Municipal Waste, yeah.
I like, you know, well, it's cool playing some of the new ones. I know, like, a lot of bands will, like, try to overload you with a lot of new songs, but for us, who are on tour all year, it's exciting to kind of freshen up. We've been playing some new ones out, like Monster with 21 Faces. We've been playing on this tour, from Fatal Feast and Idiot Check and stuff like that. We've actually brought back some old ones, like Chemically Altered, that we didn't do very much. I think we're doing that tonight, and stuff like that, because there's so much. There's 5 albums to dig back on. We're you know, going back and grabbing songs that we weren't playing very much off, like Art of Party and Hazardous Mutation and stuff. So there's some surprise. I can't give it all away.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, you guys also worked with John Connelly from Nuclear Soul on the Fatal Feast, the title track.
Yep.
What was it like working with him?
Well, it was cool, man. But he kind of phoned that one in. We just sent him the song.
Really?
He did it up in you know, in the Northeast. I guess he was up in New York and New Jersey when he did it. And just a cool guy. You know, we met him early on. We played with Nuclear Soul, I think in like 2002 with the Waste Them All lineup. And just a super down-to-earth guy. Sat down and had a beer with me, and just like we shared gear, and he was like just super, just like friendly and stuff. So we knew if we asked him now, he would still be down. He's like a school teacher now and stuff.
Wow.
He's not doing too much stuff, but
that's gnarly.
he was cool enough to do that.
Cool. Kind of speaking of Waste Them All, you guys have a burger from the Grill 'em All truck called Waste Them All.
It's a good burger too. I've eaten it. Yeah. We're really good friends, even from that era, like Waste Them All era was when we met Ryan, who does that burger truck.
Okay.
And we go way back with him, so you know, he's put a Waste burger on there. He even put it a Dave Whitty burger. Dave Whitty's, our drummer's got a burger on that truck, and that's actually one of the best ones too. And we did that burger competition in LA. I don't know if you heard about that.
No.
It was like a thing we did for the release of the album. We did like a speed eating contest with Grill.
Oh, that's so sick.
That was like, yeah, earlier this year and stuff. So the fans won, of course. We kicked their ass, but it was definitely fun.
Now, did they just name the burger after you? Do you guys pick out the ingredients?
Ryan, who does the truck, Ryan and Matt, they just wanted to do a Waste burger with some green chilies and stuff.
Yeah.
Some toxic green stuff. So yeah, that was their deal, man, and we're just honored to have a burger. He said it's still one of the best sellers on it.
Cool. Yeah. First time I went to Grill 'em All, I got the Waste 'em All, and it was
that's the first one I got too. You have to, man.
Yeah. Now you've got a kick-ass guitar that you play live.
I got a couple of them now.
Well, you have the custom with the kind of M-shaped thing, and you got the Kaler.
I have a new MW that I'm playing tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fernandez made me another MW. It's different headstock. It's actually, what's crazy is I'm going down the line in Waste. The first one's the W on the headstock. This one's got the A on the headstock.
Oh, so, cool.
Going down to spell out Waste one day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we'll see if I get that far.
Now, I've also checked out a few interviews with you, and you're a big fan of Canadian thrash. You know, you rock your Razor shirts in the interview. Yeah.
All Razor catalog.
Hell yeah. Now, if you had to make a big four or a Teutonic three of Canadian thrash bands, who would you pick?
I would definitely say Razor would be number one. I'd probably have to do Sacrifice, Slaughter, and I can't vouch for the whole catalog, but the early Annihilator stuff. I like the first two records a lot. So that's just on the fly. That's what I think. Probably Rush looks all that stuff. So.
Yeah, definitely. Now,
Boyfod, gotta put.
I forgot about
Bump Out. Bump Out. I'll have to bump out one of those bands from Boyfod. We'll do top 5.
Okay. Well, that's a good compromise. Now, Iron Maiden has their own playing. They at Force One, they have Bruce Dickinson at the helm. Would you guys ever let Tony fight your Municipal Waste play?
No. Maybe. I mean, if he takes the classes, then he learns how to do it. Bruce would probably be safer.
Yeah, definitely. Now we have a few fan questions here. The first one comes to Mary from Morocco. She wants to know if you're stranded in the desert and only have one album to listen to, what would you pick?
Judas Priest, Sin After Sin.
Hands down.
Dynamics. Yeah, why not?
Cool. Now our next question comes to us from Adrian from the San Fernando Valley. He notices that you guys like to do a lot of walls of death in your show, and asks what's the smallest wall of death and the biggest wall of death that you've...
We did one. We did one of these cruise ships from Sweden to Finland, and it was like we played on the boat. We did one on water, and like the boat was swaying.
No.
And that was definitely the craziest one, but that was actually really small too. So I'll say that one. You say the biggest one? It'd have to be one of the outdoor festivals like Hellfest in France, or Brutal Assault, or one of those. I mean, it's pretty gnarly out there, but I'm surprised people haven't like broken. I think people probably have broken limbs, but they're just like stoked on it.
Definitely. And our last question comes to us from Eddie, who's actually from Santa Ana. You guys are what a lot of people are calling the new wave of thrash metal. Municipal Waste, Havoc, Warbringer, bands like that. Is that a tag that you own up to, you're proud of, or is that something you kind of want to stay away from?
Really none of the above, man. We just did it because at the time there was really nothing like that going on. This is the music that I grew up on, that me and Tony were trying to like do at the time, and it just kind of happened naturally. It wasn't like we were trying to make some movement or anything. You know, there weren't really any bands I can think of. Maybe Toxic Holocaust, Holier Than Thou, another band from down here in Southern California that we used to play with. And the fact that it kind of caught on, I think, is a great thing, because at the time, like, shitty new metal bands were popular, you know. So if it's catching people on to doing that kind of music, I'm totally honored to be part of it.
Good. Well, we're glad to have you on board.
Thanks.
We're psyched to see your set tonight. You guys play with Napalm Death and a few others. So ready for the show. Thanks so much for your time, Ryan.
Thanks, guys. All right.
Out.
It's massive, rush slow. The cruise tensions are about to blow. Let's take a leader.